Get in the game with NFL Sunday Ticket from Rev TV. You'll get every game every Sunday afternoon from around the league. Plus, NFL Sunday Ticket gives you up to 8 live games on one screen with Game Mix. You'll get that died and woke up in football heaven experience when you upgrade to NFL Sunday Ticket Deluxe, including Red Zone, the channel dedicated to every scoring play from every game. And if you add Rev TV HD to NFL Sunday Ticket Deluxe, you'll be entered to win big weekly prizes with NFL Wildcard Mania. Get in the game with NFL Sunday Ticket.
The Haitian ambassador warns pictures of Saturday's immigration raids are bad for the Bahamas' image. This as the Haitian embassy is robbed and ransacked. A teen girl found dead at the William A. Pratt Center. We've got those stories and a whole lot more coming up tonight. I'm Vonnie Tude and NB12 starts now. Tonight, the Haitian ambassador to the Bahamas has warned that widely circulated images of immigration officers picking up children during Saturday's immigration raids are bad for the country's image. Antonio Rodriguez told reporters today Haitian nationals have expressed outrage and pain over the apprehension exercise. He asserted that while the Bahamian government has the right to combat illegal migration, it must be done in a humane manner. He says they are also looking into allegations of abuse.
You see immigration, taking children to the bus to go to the detention center. That, I think, is a very bad image for the Bahamas. And I can tell you, those images go all over the world. So I think they have to think again about doing those things.
Though Bahamians have mixed views on Saturday's sweeping immigration raids, Haitian ambassador to the Bahamas Antonio Rodriguez says it's the images of immigration officers rounding up children, many without their parents, that made the rounds on social media and sparked outrage among the Haitian community.
We have protested many times regarding keeping children in the detention center. I remember calling the Minister of Foreign Affairs many times regarding that. But I think that's a practice which is against international law, especially the Convention on the Rights of Children, and that Bahamas signed, and it's part of it. So children, even though the parents are illegal, you have to have some different treatment. You cannot put children the same place as adults, and especially in confinement, in a place where you have overcrowded people.
Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell said on Sunday that children apprehended during those raids were abandoned by adult caretakers when officers checked their homes and were taken into custody for their own safety. However, the Haitian ambassador dismissed any suggestion that Haitian nationals would just abandon their children. Around 300 people suspected of having no legal status in the Bahamas were rounded up during the exercise, which was carried out the day government's new immigration policy took effect. Rodriguez says while Mitchell informed them of the new policy, they haven't received anything in writing.
But we haven't received any copy, any text of those measures. So we don't know exactly how those measures are going to be process. So I was waiting for the minister or maybe the Department of Immigration to go and organize a town hall meeting to inform the Haitian people, the public, of what's going to happen and how things are going to be.
Rodriguez says the government has the right to deal with illegal migration, but it must be done in a just way that respects Haitian nationals' dignity.
There's outrage. There are a lot of pain, a lot of outrage, because this is something I can say. Yes, the Bahamas has the right to combat illegal immigration. That they're right. Also, the duty of the government, but at the same time, that has to be done in a humane manner.
Mitchell said the children of undocumented immigrants being held at the detention center will either be cared for by the Department of Social Services or deported with their parents. But here's what the Haitian ambassador has an issue with.
When you see that situation where the children born here, raised here, have been here all their life, and they are treated like that, you can ask you, where are that Christian spirit, the Christian spirit all the time they're talking about here? You have to make some consideration.
Rodriguez says he plans to visit the detention center to determine if anyone was abused during that exercise.
Yes, there are allegations. No. And for example, there are cases where, I take the case of a woman, they say, just gave birth to a child. How can that people be at the detention center in that condition? I think you have to have heart. You have to have, humanity.
Mitchell said on Sunday there were no complaints of abuse or corruption made to Director of Immigration William Pratt. The new policies, which took effect on Saturday, require all non-Bahamians to have a passport of their nationality and evidence that they have permission to live and work in this country. Meantime, authorities are looking for the burglars who broke into the Haitian embassy overnight and ransacked several offices in the building before getting away with 2 safes containing as much as $20,000. Officials believe the culprits gained access by breaking the locks on the back door of the embassy located on Shirley Street. When NB12 arrived on the scene today, several office doors were damaged, desk drawers were overturned, and documents were scattered across the floor. The Haitian ambassador says the culprits appear to be after money as no documents were taken. Rodriguez was asked whether he feels the robbery is connected in any way to the recent immigration raids.
Maybe the people, they take the opportunity, maybe they think we had a lot of money coming here because since the government want all foreigners to have national passport, and in this way maybe they think that's a good moment to come. But I don't relate the exercise to that event to the exercise.
One of the embassy's 12 employees noticed the back door was wide open when he arrived at work after 8 a.m. One safe was removed from under the ambassador's desk. He says it contained money collected last week from passport applications and other services.
That's where we put the proceeds of the consulars, during the week. And that's what we put the money we collect during the week for, let's say, passport and other service we provide at the embassy.
Any idea how much money would have been in those safes when they were taken?
Not really, but I think around $15,000 or $20,000. Because usually we make deposit every week.
Were any important documents taken as far as you were aware?
As far as documents are concerned, I don't think, because we saw, it looks like those people were only after money, because even though they put everything upside down, but the file, the computer, everything is there. You have and you see your privacy, your property has been invaded, you have a break-in, and you don't feel safe anymore.
He says the embassy is not guarded on weekends and has no alarm system or surveillance cameras. However, officials are now moving to beef up security. Rodriguez says 2 minor incidents, one including a stolen cell phone, were reported about a month ago. And police are investigating an apparent suicide at the Willie Mae Pratt Center for Girls. Authorities say a teenage girl was found dead at around 11 this morning by an official at the facility. The teen's mother is now demanding answers. Simone Davis has the details.
When NB12 arrived on the scene at 11:30, 2 ambulances were leaving, and more than an hour later, a hearse arrived and removed the body as Social Services Minister Melanie Griffin looked on. More than 12 plainclothes and uniformed officers were processing the scene and could be seen taking photographs inside and outside the facility. According to Roll, the deceased had only been at the center for 1 week before she died. CDU Chief Superintendent Paul Roll spoke with reporters outside the center.
We are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of a young lady here at the Willamette Pratt School. Her Majesty's coroner is in charge of this investigation. She was here and the police are assisting her. And so we can confirm at this point that a female in ward is deceased, and Majesty Coroner will be taking over from here.
The family of 14-year-old Tasha McDonald, who was found dead at the Willamette Pratt Center for Girls in an apparent suicide, say they want answers because the incident just doesn't make sense. Relatives say they are left outraged and confused because they don't understand what led McDonald to suicide. They say they believe there is more to the story than what they were told by police officers. When we visited Tasha's home, her mother Bridget Newbold said she got a call at around 10:45 about an emergency at the center. She said she is hurt because she was unable to view her daughter's lifeless body this morning because she was not allowed into the gates of the school upon arrival.
They didn't let me see my child. And I don't understand how come I can't see my own child. If that's my child, how come I can't see my own child body? And I don't understand how the law could do that. And that's my child and I can't see a body.
Everybody have a bad child. You understand? And the poor people, they putting all the hell on. That's why we have to do what we have to do sometimes, because they ain't giving us no kind of peace and justice. You understand what I'm talking about, woman? But they need to give me some justice, because they need to find out my niece and herself, or what they say it is bad. A young girl, she ain't gonna never do that.
Now, in a statement from the Ministry of Social Services and Community Development, officials say the family of the resident was notified and upon arrival at the center was informed of the apparent suicide. The mother, who does not believe her daughter took her own life, said she will push for justice.
They never tell me nothing. They ain't tell me nothing. They just tell me my child dead. I'm come see them on. No justice. They ain't give me nothing. They couldn't even let me see my own child.
Okay. She going there for help. And that's what the help give her. A dead body. A dead body? If she didn't need that help, she would have never put the child there. Come on now, common sense. Common sense, all of these poor people. She didn't need that help, so she put her child there for just to help her child out. And now they come to tell her, your child dead and will not see your child? They got to be crazy.
Police officers are still investigating the matter and told the family that they would be allowed to view the body at 10 o'clock Tuesday morning. Reporting for NB12, I'm Simone Davis.
When NB12 returns, government signs a major agreement. The details are on the other side of the break.